Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So in today's video I want to share with you guys this man that a poor man that money was donated to help him feed his 7 children, and he decided to go use the money to marry. I'm not gonna laugh. And he decided to use the money to go marry another wife. Okay, I'll just read it to you guys exactly how it is. NGO donates money to a man to feed his 7 children. He uses it to marry second wife. A non-government organization that donated money to a man with 7 children to take better care of their feeding has found out that the man has used the money to marry a second wife. The bizarre discovery was revealed by a Twitter user who expressed shock at the man's sense of judgment. Identified as Harachi, the lady with the Twitter handle at purple and flawed said a friend of hers works with the said NGO who made the donation to the poor family. According to the Nigerian lady, the NGO gave the Hausa man 100,000 to start a business and feed his 7 children better in Jos. It's one of the states in Nigeria, but he diverted the money into a totally different venture which has the potential to increase the number of his children. She explained that the organization went to the family later to check up on them and see how its intervention has impacted the lives of the children, only to discover that it was counterproductive. This is exactly the post. They just showed the Twitter handle then. So you can see the Twitter handle there of the lady that posted it. Okay? And, you know, when I saw that, I just shook my head. I said, who do African man like this? Who? Why is it that the snake between their legs, not all, because some people will say, I'm never generalizing. In case I forget to mention it later, I'm not generalizing. All men are not the same. Okay, so when I say this, you know I'm referring to this kind of men. It's like we say in Pidgin English, like they use the snake, like it's like, how do I even say it? You know the way they say it, like they use something, they swear for somebody. It's like they use the snake between some men's leg to swear for them. Like seriously, what I mean by that's Pidgin English. Like basically saying it's like a curse. It's like a curse on some men. The snake between their legs, like a curse, like the lack of control. Tell me, what did he just do? He basically, okay, this is an NGO that tried to help reduce a man's problems, to help this man to reduce his problems, but this man chose to go double his problems. Just think about this thing. He already has 7, which is a lot of children to feed. And the NGO gave him money so that he can feed these 7 children. And he decided to go marry a new wife. Definitely is going to be having more children. Because when you talk now, you will hear our men, we say, you know, we are polygamous by nature. We are our forefathers this, our forefathers that. And they forget that while our forefathers, what did our forefathers achieve with all the marrying surplus wives and everything? What did they achieve? Apart from just popping children everywhere. Come to Nigeria, for example, a country with over 200 and something million people. And the poverty is out of this world. So before you say our forefathers, let's actually, what did our forefathers actually do? Let's think about this thing, right? While our forefathers were busy, because some men will be like, African man is polygamous by nature. So, for example, it means that the white people that are not polygamous is not by their nature. It's only an African man's nature, right? Okay, let's actually be honest. While our forefathers were busy doing all this multiplication of babies, right, and having so many wives, while they were busy doing that, the white man was busy inventing guns. At the end of the day, with all the battalion of children that our forefathers had, and all the reproduction and everything they did with their lives, when the white man was done inventing all he wanted to invent, they invented the ship that they used to come to Africa. They invented the gun while our forefathers were busy reproducing and just marrying women up and down, making women their focus. The white man was busy inventing ship that they used to come to Africa. The white man was busy inventing guns. And what ended up happening? That was why the white man was able to come in their ship and with their guns That was how they were able to overpower our forefathers. Let's really sit back and think. Our forefathers had a lot of children. Population was not the problem. But a one white man with one gun could control thousands of people. Think about these things. Till today, inventions, science is why the white man is going forward, while our African men are busy with polygamy. What are we inventing? Till date, we still go. Our people are still going with all your children you're producing from left, right, and center. Our people we are still having to go to the white man's country for the best health care. We're still sending our children to the white man's country for good education. What are we really, let's be honest with ourselves, what are we really achieving with our so-called polygamy? Look at a man that is suffering. Somebody said, let me help you out of poverty, and he chose to go deeper into it. Because he may end up abandoning the other 7 children, and then they're going to be the next generation of poor children because their father made the poor judgment, because his erection was more important than his children. Let's be honest, because when some people come and say, you hate men, and when they ask them, what have I said that is the hatred of men, they can't tell me. Our forefathers that were dragged away as slaves, do you know why the white man could do that? Because the white man spent his time strategizing, planning, building, inventing, and that was why they were able to come and overpower our forefathers. What has polygamy achieved for us as a people? Look at African countries and look at the white man countries. Compare and contrast. Oh, white people are monogamous. We are black people. We are Africans. We are not we are polygamous by nature. What are you achieving with your polygamy? Another thing I want to touch on is this. I want to say this for anybody that wants to ever help a family that is suffering. Give that help to the wife. You see this money that this NGO gave this man that he went to marry another woman. If they had given it to the wife, I can bet you that she will prioritize her husband and her children. The chances of a woman wanting to just because of that jump away to go marry somebody else is very slim. I'm telling you guys, I have helped people back home. When I help people, I typically want to help their wives. There's a family member that I helped with money to start a business. And I gave it to the wife. She started a business. Like as I'm speaking now, their business is doing so well that her husband is now working. They're now, her and her husband are now working together because the business began to boom so much that she couldn't cope anymore. Her husband had to give up what he was doing to join her, and they are now doing this business together. And their children, they can feed their children. Money is no longer a problem for them. Both of them are working together and is working for the family. I personally would, in most circumstances, I would say if you want to help a family, help the woman. Because the chances of that help actually being a help that stays in that family is high, very high when it is the woman that you help. You see the money that was given to this man, if it was given to his wife, the story would have been different. As far as I know, the NGO actually have the legal right to ask for the money back, because if you give money for a purpose and that money was not used for that purpose, it can be asked for back. They can't ask for it back, because I honestly think they should ask for that money back. The man does not deserve it. If they get the money back, they should give it to his wife, because now it has not served the purpose why they gave him the money. Let's be honest, it's quite sad that a lot of our African men, they don't sit down and actually plan their lives and really think about what they need for their lives. A lot of, not all, a lot of our men are just basically allowing themselves to be pulled whatever direction their erection pulls them. And it's sad. It's about time men should sit back and actually think about this and realize what they are doing to themselves. I've said it before that the bedroom is not why we're on this earth. There are a lot of, why, let me tell you, I've said it before, it's a weakness. Some people think it's a strength. It's not all strength. It's the weakness. When a man cannot control himself, everything is about the snake between your legs. That's no legs. That's not what life is about. That is not what it's about. The white men you're looking down on and do whatever, they don't have sense. That some of them are busy right now inventing the next whatever. Digging into the cure of this and cure of that, researching into the cure of cancer and researching into busy doing things that are meaningful. It seems like some of our men, all they do is just sit down and just be thinking about where should I take this my snake to now? Huh? Like that's what they think. It's like that. It's like almost like all they think about all day, all night, is just the snake between their legs. It sounds sometimes funny, but it's sad. It's really sad. These men need to wake up and tell themselves the truth. Any man that allows this to be what controls him is a weak man. Why don't you find, if you need counseling, go for it. To learn how to control it, to use your brain, to control that thing down there. It's ruining many men's lives and families' lives. Go and get, if you need deliverance, go and get it. What kind of a thing? You know my language is someone that is being saved, that's not even trying to save himself. It's a really sad story. I'm really hoping, because you know when you say sometimes our men don't take it seriously and they see it as attack on men, but some people don't know the evil in this life has other ways of attacking people. And I think a lot of our men, their biggest attack in their lives is the weakness that generates from that thing. From that thing between their legs. It's become the weakness that's destroying a lot of their lives. But like I said, men need to go master how to be in control. Don't let that thing control you. You control it. You control it. I just say, let me come here and share it, just to show the magnitude of this problem. And I'm hoping that as I'm speaking, that I'm speaking to you as a man, that you may make you sit back and say, it's actually true. You know, there are other things I should be focused on in my life. That shouldn't be the reason for my existence. I'm not going to let this thing control me. I will control it. Even if it's a weakness, go for counseling. Find ways. If you need deliverance, pray to God to help you to put that thing under control so that you can have a fulfilled life. Because believe it or not, it is destroying a lot of lives. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. As always, whatever your opinions are, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.